NFL League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful... A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great... season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it, it absolutely occurred.
Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Tua to throw again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, such a great week 1 matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a first-rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a second-rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
The Dolphin passing game. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
Review the play.
But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert on first down now. And he'll find Everett there, complete. No gain, and it's second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to protect.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Herbert's throw there, complete to Allen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On play action, here's Tua. And he completes it to Berrios. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. These two teams all tied after 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Being chased out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami set to take over. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Breaks the tackle. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, what is the need for it?
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Well, pass there over the middle to start things out. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
That's who is going to change things up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun...
There he goes, left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Austin Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 76 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Austin Eckler, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Herbert throwing again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. River Craycraft, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And Allen's got it. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 79 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's completed right side to Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken at the 46. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Go line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That'll be caught by Hill. And he will be out of bounds with a 1st down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Here's Tua. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Herbert and the Chargers down by 7. 1:52 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Throwing, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Tua. Oh, that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Finding Allen. Shoves him aside.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert going to throw. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, Achane.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2.